So, I didn't think I was going to be doing another comic review so soon, but hey, I finished the book early, so here we go with Predator, The Preserve. This is Volume 2 of Ed Brison's Predator run. I guess it's a trilogy. The final book will be coming out in October, and yeah. So this was a part of the Marvel Haul sent by Chris. Chris, thank you once again. And basically what this is a comic that is... it was Marvel's Predator. It was basically their Predator run, and in the first volume I talked about like how that comic felt pretty mid. And I gotta be honest, this one ain't going. This one isn't exactly going places either. If I'm being real with everybody, this comic isn't exactly hitting any high bars either. So, to recap of what the Marvel Predator run is that it follows a hunter of predators named Theta, after her family was killed by a predator, whom she did get her revenge on after hunting him down. Now she's just continuously hunting them down with her sidekick, Paulo, next to her. So that was kind of the crux of the first volume. That's really all you need to know. And she's been using, like, Predator technology to her advantage. She's basically been, fighting this one-woman war on the Predators. And essentially, we basically have this character who was just kind of like... in that first volume, I kind of felt like Theta wasn't really fleshed out. She felt kind of one-note. Like, a lot of things were kind of going... And it's not like, oh, female character bad. It was more like... She wasn't really resonating, and I've seen other better female characters from Predator comics from Dark Horse. Anyway, so this story... The Preserve. As you can imagine, we're taking a lot of inspiration from Predators, which I think is a highly underrated movie in the Predator franchise. I think a lot of people just don't like it. I don't understand why people don't like it. It was Robert Rodriguez's Predators film was actually really good, and I was kind of happy that we take notes from this. But it feels like we just I really am starting to believe. After reading this, I really do believe Ed Brisson has no fucking clue how to write a Predator book. Like, Ben Percy has written in his crossover, his Wolverine versus Predator crossover, has written a much better Predator story than this. Ben Percy seems to know what a Predator is. So I'm very much excited for his Black Panther versus Predator crossover, not just because I'm a crossover guy, but also because it seems like he's the only one at Marvel right now who knows how to fucking write Predators. Brisson ain't it. I don't care how much he says, like, oh, he's a fan of this era, of these comics and, these characters. I don't believe it. I really don't believe it. So, there is some cool ideas here, but they go nowhere. Let me explain. So the comic actually starts with a group of humans being dumped on a hunting preserve, much like with Predators, and they do get attacked. They have to run for their lives. It isn't like, it isn't like in the movie where it's like a slow build, and we build to that awe-inspiring moment where they were like, oh god, we're on another planet, and now we're being hunted by predators. Nope, hit the gas right out the gate. Which I get it, it's a 5-issue miniseries, and you have to establish stuff, but still, the mystique of the Predators. This didn't even happen in the first volume. I said it before in the first volume, where the Predators are treated not as like these cunning hunters, but more like slashers in an 80s horror movie. I don't want that for Predators. I really fucking don't. The whole point of them is that they're these skilled stealth hunters and only reveal themselves when they get backed into a corner or when they're revealing themselves for a fight. There's none of that here. There's none of it. No mystique, no honor code. Like the honor code isn't there. Anything. Again, after reading this, I do not believe Ed Brisson does not know how. I'm convinced he does not. He just knows the bare bones. So here's the one thing that was also it's the game preserve planet from Predators, right? Nope, it's a totally different one because we don't see the tribe warfare at all. It's just the regular Predators. It's not like the Ultra Predator clan from that movie. So we don't get any mention of that. But basically, what is interesting, we find out that all of these people aren't just your normal hunter, normal game for the Predators. They're all from different time. Like, basically, the Predators have been kidnapping people and storing them away and using them for later. Which, at first, I was thinking, well, that's a cool idea, but then I thought, at no point do Predators do this. Like, would they just, like, it's not like they're collecting people, like, and saving them in the fridge like they're goddamn s'mores Pop-Tarts. It doesn't work like that. And another thing, we don't get any skull ripping. We don't, and don't say, oh, the comic isn't supposed to be violent. No, this comic it can only say fuck once. It can say other words and also be as violent and graphic as it is, but we get no spine ripping, no no trophy collecting. The Predator just stabs people and moves on. Again, going to that whole thing. The characters from different time periods you'd think would be interesting, they're not. They're all here to be cannon fodder. They are. That is all they are here to do, is to be nothing more than fucking cannon fodder. And they don't have any meaning. The only ones that really have any character to them is a big British guy named Alan, who you think he's going to join the cast for the third story, but nope, that doesn't happen. He gets killed. And then we have these other two who are part of the OWLF and actually reference Predators. Ew. And actually, like, when they try to take over the ship, they're like, you have to understand, we have to give all this information to OWLF, and also our daughter is maybe still alive because we've been captured since 2018. And I'm like, uh-huh. And also, the other thing that doesn't make sense to me is, like, this comic is supposed to be set, you'd think, in, like, the 2100, like, the 2100s or something. No, it's 2062. And this comic boldly says mankind has learned interstellar space travel since 2056, and I'm like, I know this is a comic book, but, like, there's no way we could jump from getting to interstellar travel and multiple colonies in the span of, like, no less than 9 years. Or even less than that, like less than 10 years. There's no way we could make a massive chain of outposts and research stations interstellar wise. With the alien stories, like, they're set in, like, the far, like, 2122 something in the 22s or whatever. That makes sense, like how far mankind has moved out as a species. Here, you're telling me 2062 we have established, and I know what you're thinking, oh, but the human mind can do anything. By 2056, if we're still, like, we have barely made it to Mars, muchacho. I have no faith in that. So if they said 2162, way better. But the only reason they put 2062 was because, oh, the two characters who betray everyone want to see their daughter again, who might still be alive. Doesn't matter, they fucking died too. It has good ideas. It really does. It honestly does have some good ideas here and there. But at the same time, I don't know how bad, like, this does not, this like, the Alien books, I've really loved. The Marvel Alien books, mwah, I have loved the vast majority of them. They've been well-deserved of the Dark Horse books, in my opinion. The Predator books? No. I genuinely, like, I only want to get Volume 3 just to complete the trilogy, and also, they're going to bring in John Schafer from the Dark Horse books. That's one of the, like, I think that's neat. That's a neat idea that we're going to see John Schafer, the comic book brother to Dutch Schafer from the Predator movies, and because John Schafer played a big role in the original Predator comics, and it just feels like nostalgia baiting, but I can't help to see how they'll use that character. I swear to God, if they waste him, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed. But I do want to get that book just for completionist's sake, and just get it, review it, be done with it. And maybe it'll surprise me of how, but it does at the same time look like it's trying to do way too much. They're bringing in the Predator dogs, the Ultra Predator clan. I wouldn't be shocked if, like, Ed Brisson just decides out of nowhere he's gonna, like, say canonically, oh yeah, The Predator was the most important Predator movie of all time. Get fucked. I have no words. Like, I just want to like, I know what you're thinking. Why not just stop? Well, I'm halfway through. The trilogy's almost over, and it's going to bother me if I don't complete the trilogy. So yeah, I'll hope maybe Chris will send it to me when it comes out. Maybe I'll get it myself. I don't know. But yeah, the Alien. I highly recommend the Alien Marvel books. They've been really good. The Predator crossovers, however, just stick with the crossovers. Just stick with the Wolverine versus Predator and what was it? The upcoming Black Panther versus Predator book, and hopefully, I hope the next Predator books will be written by Ben Percy, because it seems like he's the only motherfucker who knows how at Marvel who clearly has any respect for the Predator property. Yeah. Anyway, I'm done. I'm done talking. You guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of Predator, the Preserve, or the Marvel Predator comics in general? Just comment below, let me know. I don't fucking care. Not about you guys. I mean, like, the comic. That's what I meant, sorry. But yeah, there you go, guys. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.